Good afternoon. I know the angle isn't optimal for this video. Unfortunately, I'm kind of out of space and I don't have a good apparatus to record this, but I do want to show the process of rebuilding this rear wheel. This is for that 1948 WL that I have. I finally got all the bearings and the parts and pieces to get this together. And I know there's other videos online to show how this is done, but I wanted to walk you through the process, give an updated, newer video maybe show some different things that other people aren't doing. One of the things that I do on some things, on most things actually, is I like to lay things out. So on this cardboard here, I have the step-by-step parts laid out just to kind of put things together in the proper order for not just myself, but for the viewers too, so you guys can kind of see the process as well. For me, this is a good, easy way to have everything laid out, to see what pieces go in what order, to make sure that I'm doing it right as well. There are a lot of great resources online. There's a lot of great materials out there. I do have a couple different repair manuals, and those are nice too. Most of the ones that I have are not original. They are reprints, and sometimes the reprints do kind of stink. So for me, I'm a visual kind of guy, and I like to see things and how they're made. So this is what I'm doing here. We'll walk you through this process. With the wheel, I do have the inner race installed or they're pressed in. So the first thing I need to do is put in these bearings. And the bearings do go straight down with the open end up. They are already greased and already set. I've already put those together. So once those are installed, swish some grease around in there just to make sure everything's greased real well. And I'll go back through and grease these once I'm done too. Once that's installed, the next step is to actually put in this center sleeve. The center sleeve goes small end in first. So this will go all the way through here. That fits real nicely in there. And then from there, we put the shim in place, and the shim actually covers the bearings. The next step is to install the first snap ring. Tight fit down in there. Check the groove there, make sure everything's installed all the way. It looks like it's seated real well. Maybe this corner hasn't yet. Try not to bend the ring. There, it's all the way in. Next is the cork. These are always kind of a bugger to put in. We're going to grease it on the inside. Grease the inside of the hub a little bit here. Hopefully create enough of a slippery surface to slide it in properly. If we've got that cork fit all the way down in there. The retaining washer in there. Just give it a little bit of a press here. We're going to put that snap ring in place after this. I want to give it enough room to snap in, and it looks like just barely enough room, and hopefully it'll actually fit and snap in. We'll find out real quick here. All right, snap ring in place. Check and see if it binds. It shouldn't. Well, that rolls real nice. Figured it would. The hub was super clean. These are all new parts. Not that that makes a difference. It does make a difference. Not that that always works out so well. Now we're on to the other side. First thing we need to do is we need to get this thrush washer in. Put a little grease on both sides of this just to have a little extra grease on it. Help guide it in there nicely. Okay. Second, we'll put the bearings in. Same thing, the open side faces up, as you can see. Do it without losing all the bearings here. Make sure that's seated all the way down in there. Cover the top with a little bit of grease. Next, we'll put on the outer thrush washer. These parts all sandwiched together. So it's this guy here, this one on top, this one on bottom, and I will grease these up so they stick together a little better. I like to have these parts a little sticky, that way they don't move once they're sitting in there. Helps align these things. Keep those two arrows, those 2 points facing together. They fit in a little groove inside of the cover, the Star Hub cover. Next, we'll put in the gasket. Should have actually put that in first, but that's okay. Our gasket's in place. Now we'll put in the inner Star Hub. So we'll line those up. We'll turn them to where they line up with the holes here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to check for lash. Thread the screws in here. back through and tighten those all up in a minute here. So what we're going to do first, we're going to pick the wheel up. We're going to push it all the way in, as far as I can push it. I'm pushing real hard here. We're going to take a measurement. Battery's starting to die on this, so it's giving me fits. Now, that measurement taken, we're going to push this in from the other side as far as we can go. We want to be between 5 and 7 thousandths. So let's see how much we've gained here. I'll write that down. We'll do a little math actually. Okay, we've taken our measurements, we've done our math. We are 20 thousandths of play. Each one of these spacers is 2.5 thousandths. So we've got a set of spacers here to make up 15 thousandths. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take this cap back off real quick. And then we're going to put those spacers in place. And then we'll measure again. That should bring us right to our 5 thousandths mark. We're going to add our spacers onto the bottom side here. I'm not sure if that's the right way or the wrong way. I'm sure someone will tell me about it though. That's where I'm going to put them. Hopefully that's correct. Tighten those screws back down, and we'll take another measurement here and see where we're at. Hopefully we're right in the right zone. Get the rest of this put back together. Watched quite a few videos on these being rebuilt, and I talked to a few people that have rebuilt them. It's the first one that I've actually done myself. It definitely is one of those projects that seems like it's more involved than it actually is, but I feel when you lay it out like this on a big piece of cardboard and give yourself kind of an idea of how it goes, that it does make it quite a bit easier. Got a set of tires, tubes, rim strips for these wheels. I'd like to get them finished so I can get these put together. Nice to get that frame down off the table there. Get the front end built and get this thing rolling. All right. I'll stand her back up here, push it all the way in as hard as I can do it. Take our measurement. Push this all the way in from the other side. Check it again. So we got to fiddle with these things a little bit. I've actually put too many spacers in. Yeah, I think we're going to take one spacer back out. Right at 4 thousandths, 45 thousandths actually, sorry. I think one spacer will get me closer. Might need two. Start with one and see where that ends us at. Okay, got one there. Okay, I did have the shims in backwards. I did go through and check my book. I did not make good notes, unfortunately. So I did go back through and check the book. I did put the shims on wrong, so they do go on the top. I will put them on the top now. Then I'll put the cap back on, and then we'll take another measurement and see where we're at. Helps to make good notes. I did not, unfortunately. I wrote that out and never considered putting that part down. Having the repair guide right here would be handy, and I should keep it on the bench with me. Just don't have a good spot for it, unfortunately, here. Need to figure something out to put that on, have it accessible. Try not to get it greasy, that's the biggest thing. This should set us up perfectly. Okay, stand it back up. We'll take a measurement here, see where we're at. Push that all the way in again. Push it back the opposite direction. Still may take one shim out. Maybe not. Actually, I'm going to add one shim. Close. I'm probably getting too picky about it, honestly. Big thing is I want it to last. I want it to be good. I want to set this bike up so it's a good running, good riding bike. Check the size of that one real quick just to make sure it's 1 and not 2. Feels like the right size, but 2.5. Perfect. This should be the ticket. Part of me wanted to paint these covers to make it match the wheel, because the wheels do have a, in my opinion, a great look. But I didn't. I'm gonna leave them parkerized. That way someone can see that the bike has had work done to it, and that the bearings have been replaced, or at least looked at. Covers have been at least replaced, I suppose. Get our measurement here just to check it one last time. Push that all the way in. All the way out. Okay, I was happier with it, with one less, so we'll take that one out. Just wanted to check it and see how much play it would give me, if it would be a lot better. And at this point I'm just splitting hairs. So we'll take one out and then we'll finish putting this together. And once this one's together, we'll work on the front wheel. Make a video for that. All right, from this point, we can put on the next gasket. I've got those backwards. Almost forgot to take my shim out. That wouldn't have been good. Wouldn't have been bad, but it wouldn't have been good. It's one single shim. I guess those are the same size. Good enough. Seems like they're the same size. We'll do a test fit real quick just to see if that fits over it. And it doesn't fit either. As far as I know, they're supposed to go like that. Maybe they don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I guess I'll run it without. Someone in the comments can tell me how I've done it wrong or what I should do instead. I can always pull it back apart later and fix the problem if need be. Grease up this last cork here. Slide that in place. So that's ready to go. And then we will install the cap. Maybe I need to buy an oversized gasket or something for this outer. I'm not sure. I didn't want to split the gasket. I was afraid it was going to tear rather than go on like it should. Finished getting the rest of these screws installed here. I'm not going to Loctite the cap on just yet. I do want to look into this washer here and see if there's something that I'm missing. Something that I've done wrong, if there's an oversized one I need to order, or maybe this kit didn't come with a proper one. I'm not really sure. I don't want to lock this down and then know I'm going to take it back apart again to put that on. At least I know the wheel is rebuilt. I'm going to stand it up here. That's smooth, that's nice. It rolls real good in there. Everything feels good, everything looks good. I have one freshly rebuilt rear star hub wheel. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys hanging on through the video. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll do the front wheel next and we'll see how that one goes. Until then, take care.